Welcome to the reveal of the Mazda CX-70, the first ever Mazda CX-70. We've had the CX-7 in years past. Let's see if I can pull up the camera. Oh, that looks to be working pretty well. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Mic check. Thanks for coming out from wherever you're coming out from. Philippines, Saudi Arabia, Maine. You guys are all over the place. I always have a lot of Florida viewers as well. So let me know. Well, I need to get that comment section back up so I can chit chat with you guys. Boom. And Corvette Forever, want to thank you for signing up as a member. I really appreciate it. Helps with the family, buy some groceries, put some gas in the tank, that sort of thing. I appreciate it. Gus was in here as well earlier, also a member. Appreciate you guys as well. And yeah, thanks for coming out. Taiwan, that's what's up. Portland, Canada, Vietnam. Hi from Denver, California, sunny California, Vatican City. His name's actually keeping it real. Vatican City's a stretch, but we'll take it. Texas, South Carolina, STL. Good audio. Okay, good audio. Georgia. Now, I'm assuming that's the state of Georgia with a name like Peter Jones, not the country. All right, all right. Spain, Toronto, Houston, H-Town in the house. Kuya Arby's here. Toronto, Tampa. That makes sense because your name's Tampa Bay Reef. All right, Pennsylvania, Staten Island, New York, Croatia, Virginia, Indiana, Connecticut, Miami. That's what's up, neighbor. Norway. Stay warm up there. Stay warm. Gotham City. I'm a little jealous. I'm not jealous. Gotham City is a crap hole. It's always getting taken down and torn up by evil villains. Thank God for Batman. Welcome, Kirk from Lake Worth, Florida. What's up, Tom Bombadil? Legendary figure from Middle Earth. Botswana. What's up, Edwin? Denmark, Malaysia. Holy cow, I cannot even keep up. We got quite a few you guys in here, about 500 people, and I'm going to have to start popping up the audio, and I'm interested to see what happens after the 8 seconds is up. So you can hear the audio here. It's, I didn't want to get copyright striked, so I'm going to turn that down. That's pretty loud in my headphones. Let's activate audio. Okay. Got some violins or something in the background. Let me know if you can hear it. Again, I love live streaming, but there's always that chance we get copyright strike because they purchased the music to use. All right, so they're advertising this vehicle for adventurers, it looks like. Got some cameras. Joshua Tree National Park. Okay, some outdoorsy sort of stuff. People who do yoga. Horses. Beaches, palm trees, water balloons, hot air balloons, tennis. There's that nice red interior. Yoga on the beach. Shifting sands.
Hello, and welcome to Mazda's world premiere of our first ever
Bit
CX-70.
quiet. Let's see if I can pump it up.
I'm Tom Donnelly, President and CEO of Mazda's North American operations. As so many of you know, every vehicle launch is an exciting moment in Mazda's history. CX-70 is no different. This debut is a dynamic balance of pressing further into the premium space without compromising Mazda's core DNA. Later, I'll be joined by Toshida-san, our Senior Director of Design at Mazda, to speak to you about the design of the CX-70. Before we talk about this impressive two-row midsize crossover, let's take a look at our business. Here in the U.S.,
the volume is maxed out. I can't raise it anymore.
I'm confident we'll meet this
I can't raise it on the. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
On our purpose of enriching lives
of
those we serve with our strong product lineup and engaged dealer network. Mazda sales have seen a notable increase in the U.S., selling more than 360,000 vehicles in 2023, up over 20% from the previous year. Last year's launch of the three-row CX-90 has been well received. We saw record first-year sales in the three-row segment, and we are pacing to continue this momentum in 2024. CX-50 continues to inspire drivers who want to explore the outdoors. We've seen an incredible increase in sales year over year and have begun our second shift of production at MTM in Alabama to keep up with demand. This growth is not limited to the US. In Canada, the CX-90 is seeing high demand, with first-year sales on track to outpace the best sales results from our outgoing three-row SUV, the CX-9. In Mexico, Mazda's market share has grown in key segments and is expected to improve even more this year. In Australia, where SUV sales make up 62% of all vehicle sales, CX-5, CX-30, and CX-3 are top 3 in their respective segments. In addition to the US, I'm pleased to share CX-70 will be available in all 3 of these markets. Each market will soon announce when vehicles will arrive in their region.
Yeah, so we don't have
These amazing sales are strongly supported by the exceptional experiences our customers are receiving in our dealerships. In the US, we are continuing our progress on our retail evolution dealerships, with nearly 300 completed today and roughly another 80 committed. In
Guys,
addition
hit
to
that like
Mazda's
button,
strong
appreciate
product
it.
portfolio
If you're excited for the
and
CX-70, I know the
revolutionized dealer
president's
experience,
speaking a lot, but
safety is also
get that hype
a key
going
part
for
of
the
our business.
CX-70.
I am proud of the innovation and commitment that continues to earn Mazda IIHS accolades year after year. Not only has our CX-90 recently earned the IIHS 2023 Top Safety Pick Plus Award, but the rest of Mazda's eligible lineup has been awarded the IIHS 2023 Top Safety Pick title. I am proud of these accomplishments and excited to share where we're headed next, namely with electrification. We're creating the future of Mazda around what consumers want: uplifting driving experiences. Here's where we are. In the US, we've seen strong PHEV demand. Right now, we believe PHEV is the right technology for this moment.
They fixed the
We're listening to our customers,
I think it's
and
going
we'll
to be
continue to offer vehicles that support their
slow
lifestyle
improvement of the
and
iStop.
driving needs. Based on
Or
current
if you just
trends,
get
we
the plug-in
anticipate
hybrid,
all Mazda
you don't have to
vehicles
worry
will be
about it.
electrified by 2030. Here's how we'll get there. Mazda has a 3-phase global electrification plan. We are currently in the first phase of our strategy as we introduce new powertrains into our lineup. As part of this first phase, we are excited to add the first ever Mazda CX-70, our next large platform vehicle, to our incredible lineup. And now, I'm pleased to introduce it to you.
I could be butchering your name, Fogy or Fugi. Thanks for the $2 Canadian. Here's the reveal, guys. There it is. We'll break it down together. I just had a video go live as well at 11 o'clock if you need to dip out of the live stream, where I break down the CX-70 in comparison to the CX-90.
Just as Mazda believes that PHEV is the right technology at the right time, now is the right time for CX-70. The vehicle's aggressive design is brought to life by Mazda's latest electrified powertrains. Both the eSkyActiv-G PHEV and eSkyActiv-G 3.3 inline-6 turbo with M hybrid boost blend efficiency with dynamic driving experience. This impressive vehicle enhances Mazda's lineup with an exceptional balance of performance and style in a segment that is new to Mazda. The two-row midsize category is continuing to grow, and we see a greater sense of emotion behind the purchasing decisions of these customers. The very nature of two-row SUVs speaks to drivers who are looking for a rewarding vehicle, something driven by style and bold, powerful imagery. This segment and its discerning customers demand sporty design, which CX-70 delivers with a captivating exterior and exceptional interior. We also know that customers in this segment are seeking larger vehicles with more cargo space.
I will address your questions here in a little bit. I just want this to finish out, see if there's any new information
loading up travel
that wasn't
gear,
in my press
golf
release.
clubs, or camping essentials, CX-70 has ample cargo space. Additionally, we offer a variety of Mazda genuine accessories to further personalize CX-70 to best fit most drivers' activities and lifestyles. This segment puts a high emphasis on comfort and quality, with customers who recognize that technology and innovation can improve their driving experience and support their lifestyle. CX-70 will offer new convenience features like Alexa integration that will help further voice command capabilities and allow drivers to easily and safely ask for updates like weather or driving directions, while staying focused on the road. Additionally, the new trailer hitch view can help make towing up to 5,000 pounds even easier and hopefully encourage owners to enjoy more activities. Furthermore, CX-70 receives enhancements to cruising and traffic support that adds an emergency-only system to automatically decelerate and stop the vehicle if the system detects the driver is unresponsive to escalating alerts. We'll have CX-70 tested with IIHS and look forward to sharing its safety rating soon, but I expect it won't break from the rest of our exceptional lineup. Dynamic design is a hallmark of Mazda's lineup, and CX-70 is no exception. With a sporty appearance and impressive cargo capacity, the CX-70 is ready to keep up with active lifestyles without compromising on style. Now, I'm going to turn you over to Toshida-san, our Senior Director of Design, who will talk you through CX-70's unique styling. Toshida-san?
Thank you, Tom. Hello, everybody. I'm Yasutake Tsuchida, Senior Director of Mazda Design America. I'm very excited to introduce you our latest vehicle. CX-70 is our largest two-row crossover. It is designed to captivate. Being built on our large platform, it's blends together a beautiful and dynamic shape with generous cabin space. Let me share with you some of the soulful design elements that bring CX-70 to life. Developed out of desire for owners to enjoy more active life, we first wanted CX-70 to secure dimension that would have the cabin and cargo space to provide functionality that encourages these owners to pursue their interests and hobbies. Our large platform allows CX-70 to maintain bold proportions with impressive cargo space for weekend getaway, road trips, or active adventures, and for experiences when the owner is by themselves or with partner. The rear bench seats are designed to fold
old
down
Cosmo
and
was on
become
the trailer.
flush with a trunk floor, allowing for storage of a
Rotary
variety
engine.
of equipment or gear. With the rear seat folded, the CX-70 has one of the largest cargo area in the segment. Folding the rear seat is also very easy. In addition to how you normally adjust the seat, we added a button in the cargo area that will conveniently fold the seat down so that loading equipment can be accomplished seamlessly from the rear. We added a new sub-trunk behind the rear seat for additional items to be stored. Here we also have the cargo organizer that is a part of our Mazda genuine accessories offering. This provides even more storage possibilities while keeping essential items out of sight. As a result, the CX-70 offers both utility and exciting design, making it a perfect fit for our customers with active lifestyles. Speaking of its exciting design, we focused on the dignified performance concept for this two-row crossover. Its bold proportions and sculptured body create a dynamic movement in the reflection, whether in the motion or at the standstill. The CX-70 maintains a refined styling that you have expected from Mazda vehicle while embodying a sporty, commanding presence that customer will appreciate and build an emotional connection with. The front bumper features a gloss black honeycomb front grille and signature wing to give CX-70 an edge that complement its high performance. The front and rear bumpers were both designed to help give CX-70 a wide and low appearance, creating a confident stance. The rear roof spoiler is also painted gloss black to give CX-70 a more coupe-like silhouette and accentuate its performance. We will find more all-black exterior trim throughout the vehicle, such as a roof rail, door mirrors, side trim, and window trim that all help give CX-70 its athletic appeal. Lastly, CX-70 is finished with 21-inch wheels that will be available in two new designs, a fully black metallic design or black metallic finish with diamond cut details. Both provide a sporty and high quality look. And finally, I want to take you inside. The interior continues to be inspired by CX-70's performance featuring dynamic, sporty elements, but also use high-quality materials to highlight the refinement and craftsmanship expected by customers in this segment. Fully committing to the sporty appeal of CX-70, we are offering a new red Napa interior design. The steering wheel, dash, center console, and door trim features red double stitching to complement the vibrant interior color. We want this design to continue to feel comfortable and premium, but also make CX-70 one of the most confident vehicles in our crossover family. Whether on the fun drive around town or on your next great getaway, both interior options will significantly enhance the overall styling and experience of the CX-70. There are many more features we will share with you all soon. I invite you to explore a CX-70 and notice all the design detail for yourself. Thank you.
I think that's the end of it. I just created a poll for you guys. Go ahead and start voting. Which super long, ridiculously huge two-row crossover from Japan would you be more interested in? The Crown Signia or the CX-70? The okay, I think it's done. The CX-70, guys, all it is a slightly different exterior styling of the CX-90, and they removed the third row of seats. It's the exact same vehicle, 100%. I mean, I don't have a spec sheet in front of me that says like length or width or wheelbase or any of that, but it's the same vehicle. They just, have changed some of the things on it. So we'll go through some of the images here, and make sure to watch my standalone video where I'll break it down a little bit more because that video is up. So this is a CX-90 with black window surround, black bottom trim, blacked out roof rail, slightly different wheel design, slightly different front fascia. That's it. Now, am I disappointed? Yeah, I think it's a little lazy, but here's the thing. It's still going to be awesome. It's just enormous for how little people it sits, right? It's a 5-seater, and it's essentially a 3-row. Just its usability, you could say, for people has been diminished. Now, if you want to use it for towing, great. It can tow up to 5,000 pounds. If you plan on using the massive cargo that it now has, great. You don't have a third row of seat taking up room. But I know in a CX-90, you can fold down the seats and recover, let's say, 90% of that cargo space that the CX-70 has. The difference in the styling is we have a black chrome surround here, a darker finish on the bottom, and this is a higher trim level. It's probably like a premium plus or something like that. We don't have like the accent lighting here that is on the CX-90, and we have this honeycomb pattern here on the corner. It looks okay in black. You really get to appreciate the design a little bit better with white. Here's that red interior that we see on, let's say, I think the CX-50. It's kind of like that Napa leather. It kind of reminds me of Rioja red on Lexus models, but we don't get that super nice dash that we see on the upper trims of the CX-90, whether it's that suede caramel or that drop stitch, that hang stitch fabric. That's really, really nice. And there's that fabric that they have on the door inserts as well on the high-end trim levels. But the technology is the same. Safety is the same. Powertrain's the same. Inline 6, mild hybrid, or 4-cylinder plug-in hybrid. I'm getting the CX-90 this afternoon plug-in hybrid. I haven't tested it yet. And so make sure to stay tuned for that because it will tell you exactly what the CX-70 is like in plug-in hybrid trim. And check out my inline 6 3-row review of the CX-90 with my family because this is essentially the same. Just take out the third row, give it a little bit more cargo. There you have it. The design on the back is very similar as well. You have a more vertical detail here on the CX-70 compared to the CX-90, which this piece here isn't quite as tall. But I mean, it's a same tail light, same hatch, same everything. So with that being said, interesting. So many of you guys are more interested in the Mazda CX-70, 68% at this point. Keep voting, compared to the Crown Signia. Let me know why you would take the CX-70 over the Crown Signia. Is it that rear-wheel drive feel, the better steering feel? Is it the higher performance? You know, the Crown Signia is what, 239 horsepower, but you're going to be getting 40 miles per gallon. Now, the Crown Signia should also have a plug-in hybrid, and I don't know when or if they would introduce that to the United States market. The CX-70 is like, hey, if you want that plug-in hybrid that gives you equivalent, if not slightly better acceleration than the inline six, you have that option here. It's awesome. So I like what Mazda is doing here, and I'll try my best. Yeah, you guys want that rear-wheel drive feel. Even though this is all-wheel drive, it has a rear-wheel drive shove to it, and it has a transfer case like a traditional rear-wheel drive vehicle to move power to the front wheels. So, yeah, it's more of like a Japanese BMW in that regard. Man, how hot does it look from here, though? That looks good. You know, it's just unfortunate in some ways. I wish they would have made this a little bit smaller, revised the styling of the rear, because I understand that they have to have the rear kind of bubbly here, right? Because it is a 3-row crossover in the CX-90, but the CX-70, they had this opportunity to crop this a bit, to take the bubble out, to make it more coupe-like. Everyone's doing coupe crossovers. Do I like most of them? No, I think most of them are ugly. But look at the the QX50, right? CX, QX, XC, depending on the brand. Infinity's QX55 is like a coupe version of the QX50, right? They sacrificed a little bit of cargo space for design. Here, you don't have the third row, so you're going to have tons of cargo space regardless, so you might as well tuck in the back corner here. That's my only disappointment. This platform's great. It drives great. It looks great. The luxury's great. It's built great. Watch David Chow's breakdown of the CX-60 and the CX-90, where he combs through the panel gaps, the alignment, all that good stuff. It's one of the best built vehicles coming out of Japan, which means it's one of the best built vehicles in the world, at least when it comes to how things are fitting together. Now, there are 3 active recalls on the CX-90, but it's the first year of the vehicle. Everything on it is brand new from the ground up. You're going to have recalls on it. And the CX-70, most of those, or at least a couple of those things, should already be addressed by the time this comes out, if not all of them. So, you know, there could still be things creeping up with the CX-70, the CX-90 in future years with the first couple model years, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. This is Mazda. They're one of the most reliable brands on the planet. Yes, it is a gigantic vehicle. I'm going to pull up the plug-in hybrid real quick. I love this guy's look. You know, I think he's like, I don't know if he's more into his car or his girl. I don't know what that looks about. Maybe I should start a poll. Here we go. This is what it looks like in a slightly lower trim level. Still have the 21-inch wheels here. I like the black handles. You can appreciate the black accents here on the white paint color. And you can also appreciate the front end a little bit better too, and the contrast that it gives you. I think it's a really clean looking vehicle from the front. This hero pose from the side, it still looks pretty good. It's just when you get to the back, like the CX-90, it's just kind of bubbly and strange, but no vehicle's perfect. And this is one massive 2-row. So I'm going to do my best to address some of your comments. I'm going to go ahead and end the poll after 377 votes, over 378 votes now. 72% of you voted for the CX-70. That is fascinating. And at just 27% for the Crown Signia. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. You know, I don't know which one I would pick. The CX-90, right? I have a big family. Of course, that would be the one I would pick. But for the two-row ones, I don't know which one. They both have their strengths and weaknesses. Brian Jovel says, I thought this was a CX-5 replacement. They can't replace a CX-5. That's their cash cow. They make so many of those and sell so many of those in the United States, and that will come at a much lower price point than the CX-70. Just a simpler architecture, simpler platform, simpler powertrains as well. So, they don't have that high-end ornamentation here like the maple wood. They don't have the cloth door. They don't have the wood here on the accents here, and they don't have that super nice stitching on the door. It's still gorgeous. It's still a really nice interior. It's very clean. It's just the materials aren't S grade or A quality grade. They're more of like mass market grade. They're still nice. Still have the Bose sound system in here. USBs in the back. I love this quilted pattern as an accessory from the dealer. Connect your phone, your watch to the car. This is something the plug-in hybrid only can produce, which is 1,500 watts, to additional accessories like coolers, laptops, grills, that sort of thing. And yeah, I mean, maybe this black bar on the back is unique to the CX-70, right there above the headlights. But I mean, and this is painted black on the top as well. This portion, this spoiler, is kind of painted black here to give you the illusion of a spoiler on the hatch. All right, pricing, we have no idea yet. Yeah, it's about 201 inches long like the CX-90. I mean, it's the exact same vehicle unless I'm being duped by just the site. We don't have official specifications of this yet. Ooh, is Acura gonna make the RDX a Type S? I hope so. So here's the thing. We're getting a refresh on the Type S. It's not going to be a redesign, but they got... Oh, my camera went off. Whoops. Let's see if that wakes it up. There we go. How long has my camera been out? But yeah, this... What was I talking about the RDX? The RDX is supposed to get a refresh by the end of the year, and it's not going fully electric. So that's the thing, Acura's in this tricky spot, is that they imagined electrification would be more in demand right now. And the ZDX is coming out this year to address that for those who want electrification, fully battery electric. But Acura got rid of all their hybrids, which hindsight's 2020, right? Because hybrids are in a bigger demand right now, seemingly, than battery electrics, at least in North America, right? And Acura is a North American brand. So Acura's aggressiveness is almost... It'll be interesting. I wish them the best with sales, and I think offering high performance models like the RDX Type S, fingers crossed, is going to be awesome. Whether that's a 2-liter or the 3-liter, we don't know. But yeah, I think performance hybrids, Acura did really well with that, and they just kind of threw it in the trash can with the MDX and RLX that had the performance hybrids. It's gone. It's done. And that's going to force a lot of people into the Honda brand from Acura that maybe wanted that luxurious, fuel-efficient aspect, but Acura's like, no, we're not luxury, we're performance. So I guess that's a part of it. But they had performance hybrids at one point in time. So anyways, don't want to get too much into Acura. This is a day for Mazda. RLX performance hybrid was quick. Yeah, so was the MDX performance hybrid. They're good vehicles. Yeah, it's too large at 201 inches. Even GC 2-row is 193 inches. Grand Cherokee, that's GC. Yeah, it's still larger, but not... Yeah, I agree. Theodore, thank you for the $5. I agree, Kirk. I'm just disappointed in the bubbles in the back. Why not have the 60 in the U.S. market? Thanks for answering, and have a great day. Size-wise, I think the 60 is too close to the 5. And they're like, okay, well, we have this big platform with the CX-90. Hey, let's just rebadge it, take out the 3rd row, call it a day. Some people are saying that this kills the CX-90. Well, we don't have pricing. It can't be that much cheaper than the CX-90. It is a CX-90. This is a CX-90. It's just has the 3rd row taken out, and they changed the name of it and called it a CX-70. All right, it's the exact same car. CX-70 is not luxury. It's not as luxurious as the CX-90. And so, yes, in theory, it should cost a little bit less, but don't expect that much less. Yeah. Zach, they cannot make it 10K cheaper, I don't think. I think it's going to be like 5K cheaper. 10K cheaper, like, okay, hold on. Hold the phone. CX-90 MSRP. CX-90 starts at $40,000. Okay. If it started 10K cheaper, that's $29,000 for an inline six turbo or a plug-in hybrid. It's just not going to happen. If we look at the CX5 or the CX5 MSRP, that starts at $30,000. They can't have the CX-70, which is a bigger, more luxurious, more high-performance vehicle, cost the same as a CX5 entry level. I think it'll be $5,000 cheaper, somewhere around there, than the CX-90. Even then, it might be less than that, right? All right, Lord Commander, let me see, Lord Commander Manny. Okay, I had to widen my text box. Where are the commercials on live? Why are there commercials on live feed? It's a way for me to monitor. I don't have control over it. I just say, hey, YouTube, you can insert commercials when you want to. So it's just a way for me to get paid for what I do. All right. You also give me $2 also helps me out on the live streams as well. I don't do that many live streams. They are, it's not a lot of editing or a lot of work, but it is my time. And so that's why I put the ads in there. I don't really have control over when they come. I put that in YouTube's court. Vic Chang, thank you for the $5. He says, so they pretty much took a page out of the Atlas and Atlas Cross Sport. Well, isn't the Cross Sport Atlas has a sloping roofline? They changed the design of it, right? The Atlas. I don't need MSRP. It's the Atlas, so if you look at here, the back of the Atlas, and here's the Cross Sport down below. Hopefully that's big enough for you guys. So you have a fully boxed 3-row crossover in the standard Atlas, and then you have this Q8-like sloping roofline on the Cross Sport. We don't have that sloping roofline, unfortunately, on the CX-70 to make it a coupe crossover. It's a missed opportunity for Mazda. Will it hurt them in the long run? Probably not. Probably not. But yeah, thanks for the $5. Vic, Lord Commander Manny, thanks for the $2. Theodore, thanks for the $5. Let's see here. I know there's been other super chats. I just want to try. I know there's a few more, but they've all disappeared at this point. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. I'll stay on for a few more minutes. Got to pick up kids from school, that sort of thing. Maybe have some lunch before I do that. Ooh, I went shopping yesterday, so I know there's a lot of yummy food waiting for me. So I'm excited. All right, I can get you know what I can do? I can play some B-roll for you guys and maybe cycle through this while it's going. That Cosmo is awesome. Awesome. CX-70 will be a mild hybrid inline six, 100%, and then you'll have the option as a plug-in hybrid. A page of Honda Pilot and Passport. No, unfortunately, I wish they would have done a Honda Passport. So if the CX-90 is the Pilot, the 3-row, right? The Passport was shrunken down. It's much more compact. It's not nearly as long. And it has 2 rows of seats, and it still has a crap ton of cargo space. This is going to have, you're just carrying around a bed of a truck right in the back of this thing. It is a full-on 3-row crossover without a 3rd row. So all this space back there is just empty for you to carry a bunch of crap in. This is almost, not quite, but it's almost like a minivan, right? You can fold down the seats in the minivan and you have a ton of space. That's kind of what this CX-70 is. It's like a minivan with the 3rd row down. So it's going to have tons of space. Yeah, I know. I understand. I share some of the disappointment with you guys. I just wish they would have restyled the back end. That would have fixed everything, and I would not have been disappointed in any other way. But yeah, they went the cheap route, and it's Mazda. They can't offer too much customization. They're a tiny company, a tiny car company in the grand scheme of things. CX 89.99999. I agree with you guys there. Yep. Zach says, thanks for doing this, Kirk. Love your videos and news. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming out. Enjoy the CX-90 test drive. I am looking forward to it. You guys, if you watch my video reviews on the CX-90 during the day and the night, my wife and I, we love the CX-90. She likes it for the luxury aspects and the well-designed interior. Me too. I love how it drives. It drives awesome. That rear-wheel drive shove, the connectedness to the front wheels, it's awesome. It is a great driving vehicle. This is going to be a great driving vehicle as well. It's going to drive exactly the same. It's bigger than an X5. Yeah, think of it that way. It's like an X5 competitor. You know, the X5 has an optional third row. So you can look at this as the Japanese X5 has an inline six. It has plug-in hybrids, right? Gus says he'll wait for the Land Cruiser. Well, the Land Cruiser is going to cost a lot more than this. But yeah, I definitely recommend waiting for it, and wait for 2 days from now, I'll be able to share my driving impressions on the Lexus Land Cruiser, the GX550. I wish I could say a lot about it, but I will have to wait in a couple days to share my driving impressions on it. Acceleration is fast. I think 0 to 60 on these Mazda 3-row CX-9s is what? 6.5, 7 seconds, 0 to 60. It's quick enough for that big of a vehicle. I just reviewed, and I've been driving around this week. It's leaving today in favor of the CX-90. It was the Genesis GV60 performance. 0 to 60, 3.8 seconds. Stupid fast. Just ridiculous. That vehicle is a $70,000 vehicle, but it gives you incredible performance. Anyways, off topic. I'm also working on a review today, editing. This is going to surprise you guys. I don't really have control over the vehicles I get a lot of the time. They just kind of show up. And this is $100,000+ turbo diesel freak of nature AT4X AEV edition Sierra HD. The truck's cool. It's a really cool truck, and it was cool to drive this monster around. Anyways, so yeah, I have bikes in the back, so I donated some bikes in that review that you guys will see. So stay tuned for that. Monster truck thing was huge. I'm excited for it in some ways to go, but when you have a truck like that, you're taller than even the modified trucks, or at least most modified trucks out there. You have tons of road presence. You feel like you're in a bus. And you start thinking about, like, man, if I had this truck, what would I be doing? I'd put some motorcycles in the bed. Ooh, I'd buy a boat and enter into boat life. Like all these, hypothetical situations start to rear their heads when you have a truck that can pull 18,000 pounds, right? I can pull a house behind it. I could live out of that trailer. Don't think my family would appreciate it, but that's something we could do, take a long road trip across America and stick a huge camper trailer on the back. That's something that a truck like that can afford. Anyways, is this coming to America? Yes, it's coming to America this year. We don't know when. I would say by the latest in the fall. It could be as early as summer. Stay tuned. I will give you guys driving impressions on it. But if you want driving impressions now, watch my CX-90 Turbo review last year, and then stay tuned this week for my CX-90 plug-in hybrid review coming within the week or so. We have no miles per gallon, but it's going to be within 1, I would say, of the CX-90. So I was getting 25 miles per gallon on the inline 6 mild hybrid, which is up there with like the Hybrid Max powertrain from Toyota, right? And the plug-in hybrid's going to get similar fuel economy if you're out of juice, or, if you have a plug-in hybrid, you should have electrified juice in it as often as possible so you can get better efficiency and you're not burning through gas as much. All right. Jean-Pierre, $5. Thank you so much. And he had a balloon with 10. That's cool. Can you select different like celebrations? Because I don't know if you guys can see this. See, there's like a 10 balloon there. That's pretty cool. He says, did they get rid of the fully digital dash? No, it's exactly the same as a CX. Oh, let me pull up the other images. Hold on. It's exactly the same interior except different materials than the CX-70. So let me pull that back up for you guys. Here we go. There you go. It's exactly the same, right? This nice digital MID, 12 inches, I believe. And then you have, well, there's another screenshot of it. And then here's the other screen, right? They're advertising Amazon Alexa here. And then here's another look of the interior. So I appreciate the $5. Oh, okay. So the 10 means it says, let's celebrate their 10th super on a live stream. Oh, that's cool. Well, congrats on your 10th super chat. Awesome. I appreciate you. That's what that means. All right. Haters botting, or I could be butchering it, but thank you for the $20. He says, great channel. Give me all the info on my next Lex. Oh, I gave you all the info on your Lexus purchase. What are you getting? What's your next Lexus? I am curious. Thank you for the 20. Thank you everyone for your donations. Thanks everyone for coming out. I appreciate you. What Lexus are you getting? I'm super curious. You know, if you guys don't remember or you're new to the channel, this channel started out as a Lexus channel. I was selling cars for Lexus. Oh, haters be hating. Jeez. I am, haters be hating. Yes, I did butcher your name. Oh my goodness. That's a great name. Anyways, yeah, let me see if I can find your comment. I don't know, maybe you took off out of the chat. But yeah, I started this channel as a Lexus channel. I was selling for Lexus for the first 2 years of this channel's life, from 2018 to 2020. Pandemic hit. I quit my job. I had a lot of people saying, you're an idiot for quitting your miserable sales job. And most of you, though, were very, very positive. You say, hey, live your dream. You got to take life by the horns and you got to be happy. And I couldn't be happier than doing what I'm doing. Honestly, you guys help me live a dream life. I drive new cars all the time. I get to talk about cars all the time and I get paid for it. It's unreal. So I want to thank you guys for that and helping me live my dream. Lincoln, Nebraska. I did sell cars in Omaha, Nebraska, but Lincoln was my sister store, and I probably know. Well, I knew the GSM there when I was working for Lexus. I don't know if he's still there. He was actually my GSM for my first year or so working at Lexus of Omaha. And they're both Lexus Plus dealerships in Nebraska. Upfront pricing, single point of contact, no dealer fees, and it's a very streamlined process. Which the car industry needs more of, absolutely. Still in SoCal, 42. Thanks for the $5, and let's celebrate their 5th super on a live stream. 5th super. So their 5th super chat. So what I'm going to do is shrink this down so if you guys, that way you can see some of the chat as well. I know you guys can see the chat, but if you can just full screen my screen and exit out the chat. That way you can see this chat as well. So you don't need to have 2 chats up. Still in SoCal says, keep it up, Kirk. Love my Lexus IS 500. Ooh, I love it too. What color is yours? Oh, they look good in every color. Holy cow. Hold on. I want to show you guys something. Lexus IS 500. Me and Jared from Car Buzz, we drove together the GXs this week. And we were talking about the IS 500 and kind of like the molten pearl color that it comes in as a special edition. Where's that video? Check this out. We were literally, okay, I think I can share this because it's not driving impressions. So I think you guys can see this. This will be my thumbnail in the next couple of days for the GX. But we were talking about, and I can share these, right? This is not driving impressions. It was an awesome experience in the desert with a cactus, curated tour, talking about we were talking about the IS 500.
I've never seen an orange one.
So literally, speak of the devil, we were just talking about it, and it comes driving by. You cannot make that up. We manifested that within literally a couple of minutes. There's probably, I don't know, a couple hundred of those in the country, and we were just walking to the porta potty outside of that cactus desert, and lo and behold, I snapped that. So what are the chances? The chances are astronomical. Did I get to touch a cactus? Yes, I love tempting fate a little bit. I actually bought some cactus for my kids. So I was in the gift shop in the airport in Tucson, and like, you can buy these cute little gift cactus kits. So we got one little fat pincushion one, and it came with a little tall one, and it came with its own soil and little pot that you can plant with the kids. And we did that together, and we named the cactus. It was awesome. Did I lick it? No, but the longhorns, they're longhorn cattle that eat cactus in those desert landscapes. And they just have like needles over the face. Apparently their tongues are so calloused and strong and rough, they can eat cactus. I don't understand that. That sounds too freak of nature to me, but longhorns survive out in that environment, which is mind-blowing. Prefer bench seat with all this cactus talk. But yeah, it's probably a good time to shut down the chat. Yeah, I don't miss Nebraska snow at all. The only thing I miss about Nebraska is friends and family, which is a big part, right? But I look outside right now. It's sunny. I see palm trees. I see flowers. I see bright blue sky, and I can just hop on my Grom and go to the beach within a couple minutes, right? So it's beautiful down here. Great weather. Even in this cold, wintry weather in Florida, it's not the hellish wintry weather that you guys have just a little bit north of here. So thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for Corvette Forever for becoming a member. You guys rock. Wait for my Lexus GX driving impressions on the 1st. I can share a lot. Make sure to check out my GX pricing breakdown. I think it's priced pretty well, but we'll see, right? What if I don't like the new GX? You got to wait. You got to wait for my impressions. And I'll probably actually do a live stream. Me and David Chow might do a live stream on the night of the 1st of February, so we can answer questions like in this format about the GX, because there's a lot of questions and hype around the GX, the Lexus Land Cruiser J250. So yes, anyways, I will be honest on that GX. Don't worry. There's a lot of things, a lot of opinions, a lot of it good and different, and maybe not so favorable, but I can't share what those are, right? Because I'm under embargo. So stay tuned. Can't wait to share the GX with you and my thoughts. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. I got to sign off. I got to go be a dad, right? Peace out.